Come on, Scooby-Doo.
I love that cranberry grape juice. It's so good. It's so good for you.
It's so good.
It's so refreshing. Please don't be tough. So hard to cook those cheap steaks.
Yeah. Yummy.
Good.
Didn't have fried potatoes ever.
Good. I'm glad.
As we said, you are a two-term Democratic governor in the red state, standalone consumer shortlist for 2028. How seriously should we take this idea that you might run? Well, I've got a lot of work to do this year first. I've got to keep Kentucky on our winning streak. I'm also head of the Democratic Governors Association. So before I can look at a race in 28, I have 36 races in 2026, and we are going to win in places that people aren't expecting. It's important to do that because with Democratic governors,
Oh,
we do what Republicans
Huh?
don't.
steak's too tough.
We make sure that we're focused on our people and their everyday lives.
Well, it says mock.
People in our state.
It's kind of expected to be that, babe.
Especially on the Democratic
No matter how you cook it.
One a map in 2028 is not just 5 states.
Tastes good.
Yes, it is going to flip a house seat in Des Moines. But flipping the governor's office in Iowa is how we change that map. Governor, as you well know, there's a real hunger right now in parts of your party for a fighter, someone who meets confrontation. You're often described as measured, even too nice. How do you respond to the Democrats who worry that
You do need a little more salt.
I would say kindness. I'm going up against a Republican incumbent governor in Kentucky who's Donald Trump before Donald Trump. The number one still standing. I went up against the rising star of the RNC that had the backing of Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell. I just do it in a different way. I was always taught that if someone's yelling at me, yell back at them, and no one can hear anything. And I believe that by 2028, Democrats, Republicans, and independents are going to want anything but someone like Donald Trump. So a Democratic version of that doesn't lead the country, it doesn't bring us back together. The people are going to want stability. They want their kids, and I want my kids to have a United States that's stable, that we didn't have to worry about its future existence on a daily basis. I think that's what all of our families crave, and it's what they deserve. I want to come back to this issue of faith because you announced a book.
Sleep good tonight, babe.
Yeah.
Insightful book that reclaims faith as a force for good in public life
I can't believe it's dark out already.
when so many
7.
evangelicals have already used their faith as a killer movement, the MAGA movement, Donald Trump, they backed Trump widely in the last 10 elections. Is your book trying to persuade them, or is it speaking to a different the book is speaking to
We're going to New York City. Right, babe?
Real?
Maybe. It's in the works.
That would be different.
I mean, you're the adventurous type. You always wanted to go. I thought you said you'd go.
I would go anywhere. Even on a safari. I'd go snorkeling. In the ocean.
It's not just a story, it's an instruction. We're supposed to lift people up and not kick them while they're down. What you're going to see in the book is I'm going to call out when we have
I'm down for anything.
decisions that harm people, especially when they are against the example.
But we gotta know in advance.
Think about Donald Trump's cuts to SNAP. About 100,000 people are going to lose their SNAP benefits in Kentucky.
It's in the works.
Became the first president in history to not fund SNAP during a government shutdown. Well, the miracle of the fishes and the loaves, which is all about people having enough to eat, is in the first 4 books of the gospel.
is falling. In an NBC News poll released earlier this month, 49% of people said they strongly disagree with how Trump has handled border security and immigration. That's a 15-point jump since last April. Joining me now is the National Border Patrol Council president, that's Paul Perez, serving 18,000 border patrol agents. And he
Them
attended
tails are
last
good.
night as a guest of Texas Senator John. So the president also mentioned last night we're in the midst of this ongoing partial government shutdown, Democrats blocking DHS funding as they push for changes in enforcement tactics. Has your agency been impacted by that shutdown at all?
Yeah, our agency's dealing with this impacted. This is they call it a partial government shutdown, but in fact, it's only DHS that's not receiving funding that we need. That impacts security, FEMA operations, and so
I'm saving this. I want to drink.
Specifically, how you have to make changes in Democrats, how you're deploying.
There's still more potatoes, too bad.
Okay.
Shooting my end of my hood.
So we know the Democrats are asking for some changes in enforcement tactics, asking federal agents to stop wearing masks is one of them. Do your agents wear masks in the field, and is that something you see?
Slender Man. New York City.
Protecting our families more important. But yeah, there's a reason they politicize this by coming after our agents, demonize, fight our agents, call them this everything from Nazis, Japanese thugs, without failing to realize that the border is 100% Hispanic.
Also a higher bar for warrants, judicial warrants, and administrative warrants when you're searching private properties. I hear you saying you don't want to give up masks. Are there concessions you think that could be made here?
We can finally get some different malt liquor on the way to New York City or on the way back, both. Able to get some Old English, some King Cobra, probably some Hurricane, 40 ounces finally. Maybe some St. Ads. I've never had a Hurricane 40. I always wanted one.
Right, me too.
They're not as high in alcohol though. They're only like,
That probably makes them more delicious, though.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it won't be so tough.
It's going to be up to the judges to decide whether to give that judicial warrant. And once it's in their pipeline, it stays there until they make a decision. So if you look at how many people we've got and how many people seek a judicial warrant, you will be able to.
I never thought I'd go back to New York City, but
Picture here, the Democrats say they want accountability, and they're asking for well-known American citizens who've been shot and killed by federal agents, including a border patrol agent in one case. And you're also talking at a time when the majority of Americans feel like the immigration enforcement actions have gone too far. This was related to ICE, but some 6 in 10 Americans say it's gone too far. Why do you think that is? Why did the American public see it that way?
But a lot of it is
Look at my drink, babe.
the public.
what do you make?
If you look at all these incidents, if you look at these operations, these are targeted enforcement operations, so these arrests,
Fancy.
it's American citizens, it's people from the public.
Is that a Moscow Mule?
It's a wannabe.
Our law enforcement officers
It's
without-
definitely not the same.
And so that
Say American citizens were shot and killed exercising their First
But
Amendment
it's so
rights.
good.
That began misleading.
It's like a lemon drop. I should have put some sugar on it. Babe, we can do lemon drops.
and what's happening with these
We got lemon, we got sugar, we got
Oh,
vodka.
yeah.
owned by an ICE officer, owned by
You want me to make you one?
No, not at the moment.
the
Maybe later.
bar,
Yeah, we'll do lemon drop.
Disputes that I should say, that she refused to follow the case.
But there's videos to that. You know, again, the investigations are ongoing. These agents and officers utilize the training.
New York City. Get some pizza.
They were going after Valerie interference and impeding. And so, yes, I did. People crossed their line.
We'll go to one of those sex clubs.
Our law enforcement officers.
We'll go to one of them swinger clubs, babe.
Things that are we're kidnapping American citizens.
Just like in,
Off the streets. That's not what's happening, and because of that, it leads to the rhetoric.
what's that one show?
Coming out there,
Skin, cut skin or something.
bad things, and causing them to interfere and interject themselves into lawful law enforcement actions, and that's dangerous for everybody. We've asked, Tom Holland specifically asked for a couple of things, which was
Tell my sister that I might be going to New York City.
prison to take these people
She'll be like, what?
there, so that there doesn't need to be a detection.
She'll be like, what? With who? When? Where? What?
You can do that. If there's things that happen from the get-go, local law enforcement officers will allow you to work with
Oh, babe, I wish dinner would have turned out better for you.
Bring it in. Drink it.
You like
Not
it?
complaining. I'm enjoying it.
Which federal agents have fired pepper spray into homes, broken windows, and dragged people from their cars who were shot and injured, if not shot and killed. Has that contributed to this sentiment that people feel tactics are going too far?
I think people look at that, they see it's a one-sided story. There's also the story, there's also, well, because again, we're only seeing the videos of the aftermath, we're only seeing the video of where they're removing somebody forcibly from the vehicle. What we're not seeing is what led to that action. So if somebody's interfering, if they're, impeding, and they don't follow orders to remove themselves from the situation, if they've taken a decision that they're gonna arrest somebody, then they're gonna arrest that person, and then they have to comply. If they fail to comply, then our agents and officers are trained to remove people from vehicles. People that
It was at 12:07 when Marcy messaged me up in Dolores to be. She must have woke up. She went to bed early. She must have woke up and wrote that or something.
they fight back, they physically assault our
Oh, last night after midnight, you mean?
Yeah, because I got up. I don't know what time it was,
I would assume if
and I looked at my messages
transparency support lines,
and seen that. Remember, I came down and told you. You're like, yeah.
I think I got up last night and ate a bowl of cereal, or maybe that was the night before.
body on cameras, but a good
Can't remember.
agents have had body cameras for a couple of years.
It's a big blur.
Every single agent, because if by sector,
It's all big.
they needed a lot more apprehensions, and so that's how we were able to allocate the body cameras. But not everybody has them. But everybody that's been on these deployments has used them.
I do want to ask you about those deployments, because I should also say I've spent a lot of time with your agents on the U.S. side. I have watched them handle large groups of people coming across the border, taking care of children when they're coming unaccompanied or when their parents are not there to take care of them. They are now being deployed to interior cities, which is a very different environment to Chicago, and having to deal with urban environments and protesters who are exercising their First Amendment rights. Are they being put in a situation that's unfamiliar to them without the right training and tools? Do you worry about that?
I believe the training tools have always been there. We have that type of, there have been instances where people have tried to grab through the ports of entry, and our agents have been out there to support.
If we go on, we would be going.
The officers who have that training, got right.
March,
Is that something that they do every day?
like March 22nd through March 28th.
Every day, unless you're in large cities
So end of
like
March.
Los Angeles, DC, or New York City. But yes, our agents and officers have that training. As far as what they're doing with the interior, that's over their back to the border. We've got almost all of our agents back to the border. We've got the most secure border that we've ever had in the history of this country. And so I think that's where they're going to stay.
And I should point out those encounters at the southern border, migrants are down at 50-year lows, so there is a big change there at the border. Bottom line here, people say they believe some of these tactics are making Americans less safe. What can you do, what can you say to earn back the trust of the American public?
Well, people look at the facts.
Maybe we could do a Mulligan meetup with Steel Worldwide.
We'd be driving there, right?
To that
Yeah.
point, the data shows some 74% of people who are currently detained have no.
Yeah, sexy babe.
So how does that jive with the message of making it safe?
So again, our targeted enforcement, we're going after the worst of the worst. Now, what
74% of people though have no criminal record.
what people don't see is that a lot of the people that were coming in conjunction with those arrests are people that are there. So we're not going to turn a blind eye to anyone that's illegal. So if you're illegal while we're doing a targeted enforcement, whether it's a house where we go take somebody in custody, if everybody there is illegal, they're going to be taken into custody. That's where a lot of those people that you refer to that are not, that don't have criminal histories, that's where they're getting arrested as well.
You would agree that that's different than the worst of the worst you're targeting though. 74% of people
Yeah, the worst.
were not considered the worst of the worst in your group.
These are the worst of the worst are the people that we're targeting. These are the criminals, these are the rapists, the murderers, those people that have warrants of arrest, not only in our country but other countries. Those are the people that we're targeting. You're going to get all the people that happen to be taken into custody. Those count towards the arrest. But the worst of the worst is what we're going after the targeted enforcement.
The National Border Patrol Council President Paul Perez joining us here today. Paul, thank you for your time. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba.
With the 250th birthday in sight, the Crossroads team is examining what it means to be an American and reflect on what the founders built, who they left out, and what in that 250-year history.
Let's see if Shauna comes up and I'm planning in the next few days. Keep on running about it.
The motto, freedom. Try to get answers to these questions for her series, America at a Crossroads.
Dishes clatter, booths are cramped, and orders fly out of the kitchen. It's lunchtime at the Country Girl Diner in Chester, Vermont. Where the service and the answers to my questions.
What does it mean to people to be an American?
Seeing my country essentially split in half.
But man, it's gonna be. There's a lot of stuff to do.
For customer Scott
See,
McDonald, the country's
goal.
political divide is
You can't see it all.
Time when you can just quietly
It's impossible.
disagree with somebody, that seems to be.
You're only gonna get a taste of the Big Apple.
Wendy Hayward told me understanding our past
Taste.
starts with how it's presented.
The way we have taught history at this
They're known for pizza, right?
has been an avoidance
Like their slices,
our history.
Well, in a way, I guess, yeah.
their pizza pie.
Question, what kind of a country did the founders build? And who did they leave out?
What really happened with slavery? What really happened with minorities, women?
I wanted to be able to go back to the founding.
I met
There's gonna be every ethnic cuisine available. To think of probably there.
Echo Lake Inn in nearby Ludlow, Vermont, built shortly after the American Revolution.
This is GW to Joseph Reed, December 12th, 1778.
But it'd be better to have a plan rather than just getting there and be like, well, now what do we do?
Jefferson
You know?
and other founding fathers.
We gotta have one idea for one page.
I told her to just start planning it and
Meticulous notes for his books, all written by hand.
try to have like a
All of these people
An
itinerary.
agenda?
Yeah.
at good times.
In his
Like, what do you really want to do? What's
contradiction, the tragic side of the American founding,
it's
Elvis
important.
acknowledges the
I'd
founding
like to go to maybe
something that
galleries or like a museum.
It reversed the tectonic plates of Western.
Oh shit.
Power did not flow
Dropped a piece
down
of meat on the floor.
from God to kings, but up from that mysterious
Get it
control
later.
of the people to their elected representatives.
But he says a
We need
fatal
steak
flaw
sauce,
was
babe,
in
for
how
that.
majority will was designed.
Steak sauce is
Who was
expensive though.
included
I
or
like it.
excluded for participation. Now let's add when it came to race, the majority of colonialists drew a line.
Do you want to end slavery? They'll say yes. Better. Do you want a biracial society? No. All whites. All in the North and the South say the same thing.
By 1776, 1 in 5 people in the American colonies were enslaved, and native nations controlled most of the land west of the Appalachians. Yet,
despite all the progress, still exists today.
And President Barack
People who just look at someone and like judge on someone's color or the way they look is so sickening to me. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
and it continues today.
It's just hateful, like,
Tries to
how can you be
Brainwash,
so
motherfucking.
hateful?
I know. For what?
debates over
We're all humans.
voting
Like, and they're brought up that way, and that's what happens. Their parents
We're
taught
taught
them
that shit.
federal actions and protests have raised
Ugly.
questions about who
It's
the
gross.
law protects. Ella says the founders
It breaks my heart.
decision on slavery because they feared it would destroy any chance of a new nation before it even came into being.
If they raise the issue during the war, the South will secede. If it goes to war. And if we raise it during the Constitutional Convention, the same will never pass.
Ellis contends the second major failure was the exclusion of Native Americans, who were not citizens, had no vote, and were not considered in the treaty that formally declared the United States a nation at the end of the Revolutionary War.
They basically confiscated all the property, claiming that they lost the war. So they did. One of the things that propels me towards a positive Washington is that Washington's president is very busy. His Secretary of War says, unless we do something, we're on a path. That the only Native Americans east of the Mississippi will get history books. Your whole future as a distinguished American president will depend upon you getting this right.
Yet, over the next century, the United States signed more than 370 treaties with tribal nations and broke nearly every one of them. Ella said George Washington in particular was aware the failures of the founding documents would haunt him.
People understand this chapter in American history. The greatest generation of political leaders in American history did unbelievably large things that were celebrated didn't happen. And they failed. And guess what? Of all of them, Washington knew the most.
He understood the
He
contradiction.
understood the contradiction. And he knew that if his reputation was linked to slavery, it would do him enormous damage.
He also stresses the founding documents aren't written in stone.
The Constitution itself isn't a set of truths. It's a framework in which we continue to argue about what the truth is. We've lost that capacity to argue with each other in a strenuous, friendly way.
And ever the college professor, Ellis gave each of us an assignment.
Read the Declaration. It's only 2 pages long. You can pull it up on your cell phone. Okay? Second is read a book called Common Sense.
Thomas Paine.
Thomas Paine. It's the single most influential book shaping.
Common Sense by Thomas Paine. I'm reading it.
You don't change history. History is what it is.
Back at the Country Girl Diner, the weight of that history is still in the air.
We have to learn from it. We have to live it. And if we want to change, we have to ability,
Including the good, the bad, and the ugly.
good, the bad, the ugly.
We've had parts of our history that are shameful, of course, and every country has. It's what we do about it now that matters.
For Joe Ellis, the historian, the nation's future is what he's most concerned about.
This is the most important midterm election in American history. The Republic is on the ballot. I can understand which side of the war, but I cannot understand what you're doing. Whatever the position you end up concluding is yours. Act on it.
For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Judy Woodruff in Ludlow, Vermont.
Julian Shapiro Barnum is the creator and host of Recess Therapy, an online series where he talks with kids about everything from friendship to the meaning of life. In tonight's brief but spectacular, he shares what adults can learn from the clarity and compassion of children.
The idea behind recess therapy was how can I, a young adult who needs help figuring out how to navigate the world, get advice from kids, who are able to kind of see through all the BS. What do you want to say to all the adults who think that
Kids are awesome.
Adults with that rat doing. One is turning strangers into friends. I wish I could bond and make other adults bring that out of each other. I had kind of an unconventional upbringing. I was raised by 3 moms and 2 dads. Everyone's gay. I had 2 moms who were together. They wanted to have a baby. They asked their best friend at the time, my dad, whose boyfriend is my other dad. And my dad was the sperm donor to both my moms. My moms broke up when I was 2 after having me and my brother and sister. Raised us all a couple blocks from each other in Brooklyn. The adults in my life were often more friends. And I feel like from a very young age, I was having these really mature discussions about life with adults. And it's something that I've tried to take into
If you're
my
black.
kids. And I remember being 5 years old and having all
Babe, when we're in Manhattan, you can actually get a Manhattan.
interesting things and ask my opinion about things. And now, whenever
Or
I'm with
Cosmo.
kids, I
Yeah.
do a lot
I
more
can get
asking.
one anywhere actually,
Both.
but
My name is Julian Shapiro-Barnum, and this is my brief but spectacular take on recess therapy.
As always, you can watch more brief but spectacular videos online at pbs.org.
I'll just bring my own cheap vodka.
And that is the News Hour for
It'd
today.
be too expensive to get me drunk there.
Yeah, but just say you did it.
Major
True.
funding for the PBS NewsHour has been provided by
Cunard is a proud supporter of public television. On a voyage with Cunard, the world awaits. A wonderful flavor, diverse destinations,
I'm gonna have to start researching Manhattan. See where you want to go. See what you want to do.
British style. With Cunard's 1-star service.
We can go to Broadway.
Yeah.
including Jim and Nancy Doe
That'd be
Let's see what's
cool.
happening in Broadway.
and Schiller Foundation.
For real. Maybe see a famous person.
Foundation.
That'd be cool.
Sarah Jessica.
Supported by the John A. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, committed to building a more just.
Sex in the City. We're gonna have it.
More information at macfadden.org. Voting for America Better Crossroads is provided by. And with the ongoing support of these individuals and institutions.
Cool.
This program was made possible by the contributions to your PBS station.
It's already 7, babe.
Yeah, cutie pie. Bum, bum, bum.
You're watching PBS.
If donation makes sense for you right now, I'm asking you to pitch in to the Democratic Party's fight.
When being imposed, federal courts should consider all relevant market evidence and market value to determine whether just compensation has in fact been paid. In addition to the Fifth Amendment, the Eighth Amendment excessive fines clause provides
Sean wants to go on the subway.
taking a six-figure home punishment for small
Why?
figure tax constitutes
What's the easiest way to get around?
sufficiently
Oh, is it?
to be grossly disproportionate to
Yeah.
get past the initial pain stage. The judgment below should be reversed, and I welcome the court's questions. What do you do with the
Easiest way to get around town. Never watched this.
Police officer, search warrant!
I think meth has destroyed this community.
Just one puff off a pipe, you can stay high for a day.
It doesn't just take a little piece of you, it takes all of you and everything good in your life.
Methamphetamine, the most addictive illegal drug in America.
It's not that
Since
addictive.
Frontline first looked at meth back in
Kidding.
2005,
I think about it every day. What am I
it
talking
passed
about?
to control the key ingredients in the drug, which are also found
Denial.
in cold medicines.
No, at least I can admit that I think about it every day.
The pharmaceutical industry is fighting to
I
stop
dream about it. My mouth waters for it.
You still hooked?
States is estimated to be
Oh
about
yeah,
$3 billion
I'll always be.
for the drug companies. And to say that you're going to make it more difficult for companies to sell this product really is not a very popular idea.
Tonight, Frontline, in association with the Oregonian, looks again at the meth epidemic to investigate a potential new cure and the battle raging over it.
The truth is, the Oregon solution works. And for states that are struggling with that issue, the stakes couldn't be higher.
Yep, that's meth. And your hypodermic needle that about punctured my arm fell out of your hat. You so dealing. How many bags do you have? 4 baggies.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say in Canada will be used against you in the court of law.
This is the story of an epidemic that has swept across America. An epidemic of methamphetamine abuse. It begins in Oregon,